Well, hello community groups. I hope you guys are having a great day today. We are really excited about the Promises Initiative, and we really pull it from the theme verse, which is found in Exodus chapter 34, verse 10, where it says, "The Lord said to Moses, I'm making a covenant with you. Before all of your people, I will do wonders never done in any nation in all the world. The people you live among will see how awesome is the work that I, the Lord, will do for you." And just as we learned on Sunday, Moses stepped out in faith. God asked him to do something big. It was a little scary for him. And as we discuss it tonight, what are those things in your life that God is asking you to step out in faith? Maybe they're big, maybe they're not big, but it's something that's going to take a step of faith. And then as a church, God is asking us to take a step of faith when it comes to permanency. Taking a step of faith and saying, God, we don't know exactly what's next, but we're ready for it, and we're going to take the next step. And so DJ is going to talk to us a little bit about what that looks like.
Yeah, and so we've been discussing a little bit more about this whole why, what, how, what this is going to look like, permanency, and all these things. And we're going to share a lot more with the Vision Nights and a lot more detail there. But really the why is because of what God's doing here and what He's been doing over the last year of growing us and kind of pushing us into these next levels. And next week we're going to learn a little bit more about this whole idea of the wander, but we don't want to stay complacent. We want to keep moving with God, staying in step with Him. And because of that, our community needs even more churches. If every seat was filled in this valley with all the churches we have, we still would be at a major deficit for space. And so why is so that we could put roots into this area, and so we could say, hey, look, we are here, we love you, we want to serve this community. And then of course the what we're looking for, we are looking for again, a permanent facility, whether that be land that we could build something, or maybe a building that already exists and then we could renovate that. But that's going to be a really, really cool thing that we do. And specifically the space, like what are the boundaries that we're going to do?
Yeah, so where we're looking, we want to be in this community. So kind of what we're looking for is somewhere in between 10 Mile to the west and Cloverdale to the east, maybe the highway to the north, and then Amity Road to the south. That's our first option. That's what we're praying for, and that's really where we feel like God has called us as far as location.
Yeah, and so after that, really it's the how. How are we going to do this? And we believe that God's calling us to raise $1.5 million over the next 18 months. And that's a God goal. Yeah. That's when you look at it on paper, that's beyond ourselves. But with God, all things are possible. I like to call it God math. And so God math, it's going to work out, and I believe that God's going to show up. He's going to do great things in us and through us. And so in your community groups right now, talk about maybe some ways that God has shown up for you in places that you never thought were possible. That's a great discussion, a great way to kind of begin this whole idea of the promises.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome, guys. Can't wait.